Hello, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe. Please and thank you, and I would really appreciate it. Any new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Um, One of my favorite YouTubers on here that I like to watch pretty um, much a lot of times. She's one of my main YouTubers that I go to watch all the time. My Jazzy Life. She's I've spoken about her and other the three mommies on here. I speak about them from time to time. You know, because I watch her, and I like to watch Strong Mommy Chrissy. She's one of my favorite ones too. Liv, I watch her. I don't watch her as much, but um, I watch Strong Mommy Chrissy and Jazz all the time. So when I watch them, I obviously know um, everything that's going on with her because I watch her all the time. And I know that she has a lot of reactors, a lot of negative reactors. Some of them are constructive, they give constructive criticism, but she has a lot of negative reactors. It's kind of, um, I these ladies are strong on here because Um, I had one reactor one time off of one of my videos that I did, the atheist bit video I did, and I felt some type of way. and, and he had the audacity to do another video on me. That same, he did, what is his name? Godless Engineer, that's his name. I did a video by titled, Why Don't Atheists Believe in God or something like that, a couple of 2 or 3 years ago. And he did a reaction video, and um, his wife was saying all kind of stuff about me in the background. So it was a mess, and people was going off of me in the comment section and everything. And then he had the audacity. I actually did a um, a video because he did another video on me trying to make more money off of me, up there trying to make more money off of me. He did another video off of that same video because I was wondering why I was all of a sudden getting comments on that video because I did it like 3 years ago. And I did a clarification video on that a few months back because I actually did the clarification video before I found out he had did another video on me. And he was going I didn't even listen to the second one. I didn't even bother to listen to the second one. I just basically went over there and told him, look, just just stop it. Okay. He basically trying to clout chase off of me, trying to get more views off of me, obviously, by doing a second video on me. You know what I mean? Over a video that I did like 3 years ago. So I finally winded up, yeah, I finally ended up shutting down the comic section on my original video. I didn't delete the video because I need the views that video has to go towards my because I'm trying to build up my watch hours. So I don't dare want to delete the video itself. But I what I did was I shut down the comic section, and I think that I don't know if I private the video or not. I don't know if I privated the video. I have to actually go back and check. But I did shut down the comic section on it because he did the second video, people was coming for me again. So that was that one reactor that I had, and I felt some type of way. I'm like, especially after he did the second video, I was like, you know what? He needs to stop already. I said, because at this point, he's just trying to make extra money off of me and clout chase off of me. All right. I did this video like 3 years ago, and he needs to get over it and move on. Atheists are mean. They're mean. I mean, if you don't believe in God, okay, don't believe in God, but don't attack people that that believe in God or whatever. Don't why come on, that's anyway. That's not what this video is about. But I'm just making the point that I had that one reactor and I felt some type of way. I was like, he got his nerve. So I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like to have to be my jazzy life live in Chrissy, Strong Mommy Chrissy, and have that many reactors reacting off of me, and a lot of it is negative. Those ladies are strong. They're really really strong. I don't know if it was me. I don't know. I can't say if I would have stayed on YouTube. I don't know. I know that to be on YouTube. Hold on just a second. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I had some food particles in my teeth. Anyways, I know to be on YouTube, to be a content creator and be on YouTube, you have to have a really, really thick skin on here. You have to have an extreme amount, a really thick skin. I've had people make I don't get a lot of negative comments, but I get some. I have gotten some. And mainly when I do get negative comments, to be honest, they're mostly coming from black men. When when I do, excuse me, when I do get negative comments, they, the negative comments are mainly coming from black men. You know, I think I might have got a couple of them from black women, but it's mostly from black men. When I do get negative comments, they're probably black women haters. We got those out there. So, but most of the time, I don't get negative comments most of the time. I think if you disagree with someone, then you can disagree with them you can agree to disagree without uh, spewing hatred towards them or calling them names. That's immature. You don't have to do that. But anyway, I just think that these ladies have a very thick skin. All the things that my Jazzy life, she gets doxxed and she has people calling CPS on her. Uh, these people take it to a whole nother level. It's just not about them coming on here trashing her and talking about her, talking about her man, talking about, and then they even sometimes even talk about her kids, and I think children should be off limits. Um, but they take it to a whole nother level, and they call CPS, and she said something about the police coming to. Oh, Lord have mercy. These people take it to a whole different new level. I mean, it's brutal. These YouTube streets can get real out here. These YouTube streets can get real. It can get real in these YouTube streets. So, I mean, and it's just a young lady on here just trying to put out positive family content. There's tons of family channels on YouTube. She's trying to make a little paper so she can stay home, be a stay-at-home mom to her children. And so she's trying to make a little, paper at home so she don't have to work outside the home. Um, and trying to put positive content on YouTube, and then these people are constantly harassing her. And I think it's just so unfair. And it's just not right. But anyway, I'm way off topic. But anyway, um, what I wanted to talk about was this young lady by the name of Medusa. She is allegedly, or no, it's not. It's not allegedly. She's Chris's baby mama, and she has a YouTube channel on here. It's called Medusa, I guess. She calls herself Medusa, and she has a YouTube channel on here. I guess that she has a daughter with Chris. Um, I'm not going to get into all the details, but I just wanted to. Um, it just annoys me at the fact that this lady comes on YouTube and she likes to clout chase. She pretty much created a YouTube channel solely to talk about her and Chris's co-parenting situation. She makes comments about Jazz um and mainly just on here on YouTube, telling putting all their business and their discussions and everything on YouTube because she sees that a lot of people that My Jazzy Life, the channel, her channel has a lot of negative reactors and stuff like that, and she's basically she's basically tapping into that, you know, clout chasing and making money off of and profiting off of coming on YouTube talking about Chris, talking about her, and putting their like their co-parenting situation or arrangement or whatever the situation is, putting all that business on YouTube, which is just not okay. Everything is not for social media. Um, I have a little bit of issue. That's why I decided to speak on that because I have two fathers, um, and the one thing that I've never done, and one of them is my youngest son's dad is a complete deadbeat, 100%. Not going to really go into all that, but yes. Um, but the one thing I've never done is come on here and uh, put their name out here on social media and publicly trash them and put their name out. I mean, they're not on social media, but it's just the principle of the thing. Well, I don't think he's on YouTube, but it's just the principle of the thing. I'm not coming. I mean, when I speak on them, I speak about the situation. I don't give any names or, I don't come on here and my youngest son's dad, um, uh, I ain't too crazy about him, for obvious reasons. But that's one thing that I've never done was come on here and publicly bash him, put his name out there and stuff like that. Because that's first of all, that ain't none of all y'all business anyway. You know what I mean? And then show y'all. Uh, I mean, I don't go to court with him, but when I used to go to court, show y'all documents and stuff like that, and you know what I mean. That's private. Those things are private. And she comes on YouTube and she shows the emails between her and Chris and all this kinds of stuff, and that's just not. Everything is not for social media. That is private. That's between her and Chris. It has nothing to do with it, and it just gives the reactors more fuel for fire. It just gives them something more to talk about. It gives them more fuel for fire. Now, this is who she laid down with and had a baby with. When we lay down with these men, we whether we consciously choose these men to be the fathers of our children, we may not consciously choose them, or whether we consciously choose them or we don't consciously choose them to be the father of our child. When we lay down, because sex is for procreation, if that's what God created it for, really. When we lay down with these men, we are in fact choosing. It may not be consciously choosing, if the pregnancy is unplanned, but your baby daddy if you get pregnant by him. Okay, so this is your child's father. So the last thing that you need to be doing is coming on YouTube and publicly bashing this man. I'm not an advocate for that. I did a video a while back talking about my Jazzy Life Phil the her other four kids father Phil. He came on YouTube trashing his baby mama, not her, but the other one. So I did a video talking about that because that's just not okay. And it's the same thing, vice versa. Um, you know, it's not good to publicly bash, especially when you put names out there, your baby fathers, because this is first of all, if your baby father is this or he that, okay, what does that make you? You laid with him. You laid with them. So if you're bashing them, that's a reflection on you because you laid with them. You know what I mean? You might have not have known certain things about him before you had a baby by him, but that's who you laid with and had a baby by. You know what I mean? So, and this is the child's father. This is the child's father. I mean, I started on YouTube when my son was 12 years old. What would I have looked like coming on here bashing his father and putting his name out there and all that? And he sees that. He come on here years later or whatever and see that. What would I look like? You know what I mean? I mean, that's just not okay. You know, it's not okay because at the end of the day, no matter, I'm not gonna go into that whole situation about him being a father to the child or whatever because I don't know the whole situation. I'm not gonna speculate because I don't know the whole situation, so I'm not even gonna go into all that. I just know that that is the father of her child. And if this child grows up and gets on social media and sees that she's trashing her father on social media, that is not good. It is not a good thing. It could build up resentment in the child because guess what? The father to your child, okay, that's the child's other half. That's the child's other half. The child just doesn't consist of your DNA. The child also consists of that father's DNA. So it's like when you're trashing that father, you're trashing a part of that child in a sense. So it's just not a good idea. And I think that she's clout chasing. She's clout chasing. She's on YouTube trying to earn money off of bashing the father of her child and his current girlfriend. And that is not okay. If you upset because he not spending enough time with his daughter or whatever the situation is, okay, well you need to make that private. That needs to be private between you and him. You need to be texting him or calling him privately between you and him and discuss that situation. You don't need to be putting his voicemails on YouTube. You don't need to be putting text that y'all text exchange on YouTube. That's none of our business. Everything is not for social media, and I think that's the problem with social media now is people put too much information out there. People put stuff on YouTube or social media that they have no business putting on social media. That is private, it's private, and it you really it's between him and her. It's very private between him and her. And then she says, well, when me and Chris was together, he was like this or he was like that to create a biasness towards because she already know that Jazz has a lot of negative reactors, so that they take that little information and run with it, you know, and so she'll say, well, when me and Chris was together, he was this way or he was that way, and so people already have a preconceived bias and a built up narrative about who they think Chris is. So when she says that, it just adds more fuel to the fire, and people start speculating and assuming things even more, and that is not okay. That is not okay. That'd be just like me coming on here and one of my exes like say one of my exes is on social media or one of my ex and his girlfriend or his wife is on social media, and that'd be just like me coming on here saying, well, when I was with him, he did this and he did that to me, and that's what he probably doing to her. You know what I mean? That's messy. That's messy. That is some messy stuff. That is messy. It's messy. It's not okay. You're clout chasing, and that is not she. If she needs money, she needs to go ahead and start working or work out a better child support arrangement or do something. But this is not it. This is not it. Coming on here bashing and trashing the father of your child because that child grows up and sees all these videos that she did. Then what's she gonna do? And Chris is half that child is half of Chris as far as DNA. So you're bashing him, okay, you're bashing a part of her. So she's not thinking about it in those terms. This is why it's not okay to come on here and trash the fathers of your children. No matter how pissed off you are at them. Like I said, when I started on here, my son was 12 years old. And I think at that point I was still going to court with his father. I didn't. You can check back and look at my archives. You had never seen me come on here and just publicly trash him and put his name out there and everything. I don't do that. I haven't done it on Facebook. I don't do it on YouTube. It's just not okay. It's not okay because you have to remember half of your child is that man's DNA. Okay, that man's DNA. Okay, that's half of your child's DNA. So if you're trashing them, then you're trashing the child too. What would my son have thought if I had done that back then? And he looked back at those videos. You know what I mean? So it's just not okay. And it's clout chasing. It's messy, and she's clout chasing. I just wanted to speak out about that because I have two fathers too, and I just know that that's just not something. Being I hate to call myself a baby mama because I hate that term, but being a baby mama myself, I know that's something that I wouldn't do, and it's just not okay. It's not okay because at the end of the day, this is who you laid down with and had a baby with. Okay, so that's a reflection on you. Okay, you saying he this, you saying he that. Okay, well that's who you laid down with. Whether you knew he was all that at the time or not, you still laid down with him. Bottom line. So you coming on here trashing him. Okay, well that's how does that make you look? You laid with him. So um, you know, so I just think that's not okay. It's not cool. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. And then it causes problems. It causes reactors to, because they're already on here trashing Jazz trashing their relationship, trashing her whole family situation over there, and then it just adds more fuel to the fire, gives the reactors something more to talk about, put more money in their pockets. It's not okay. I don't know what part of her thinks that that's okay, but it's not okay. It's just something that I wanted to speak out. I wanted to speak out about because it's just not okay. It's at this point she's clout chasing. That's bottom line, and she's trying to make money. She's trying to earn money off of her and Chris's situation, and that's not okay. Any exchange that she has between her and Chris should be private. It should be private, and she shouldn't be adding fuel to the fire and building up speculation in people's mind and about his situation, and him being a father to his daughter. People don't, at the end of the day, people don't know the whole situation. People don't know the whole situation, and you just going by what she's saying because she's obviously bitter and you know want a clout chase. But people gonna do that because they built basically got their whole platform off built off of uh trashing Jazz and Chris. That's You got some people that got channels on here. Their whole that's what their whole channel is. So obviously they're gonna take that and run with it. Why would you want to do that to the father of your kid, to your daughter's father? Why would you want to publicly bash and humiliate your daughter's father, you know, because this is your daughter's other half, you know, whatever issues that she had with him, that's supposed to be worked out behind closed doors. You don't bring it to social media. Everything is not for social media. That's very private. It's between you and him. Leave it off of social media, you know, and it's just very immature on her part. It's trash, and it's clout chasing to the worst, in the worst possible way that you could do, especially to the other parent of your child. So I just wanted I noticed that, and I just wanted to speak out about that. It's um kind of ruffles my feathers a little bit. So Jess is one of my favorite YouTube. Hey, don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. You know, okay. Jazzy Life, one of my favorite YouTubers. Don't come for me. You know. Oh well. So I just thought maybe I'd speak out about that. It's just not okay. It really isn't. So let me know if you watch my Jazzy Life, or whatever. Um, but let me know what your thoughts. If you don't, let me know what your thoughts are on um, baby mamas coming on here trashing the fathers of their child. Because I did a video on Philip was trashing one of his baby mama. So I do it's not it's wrong either way. It's wrong either way. You know, you don't trash the mothers of but publicly bash the mothers of your children. You don't publicly bash the fathers of your children. Now you could tell the truth about the situation, but you don't have to bash in the process. I've spoken about that situation with a younger son's dad here and there, even my other son's dad here and there, just here and there. In the midst of me doing a video, but never came on here to actually flat out trash them. And then on top of that, gonna put their name out there too. So, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Because first of all, it ain't none of y'all business like that. You know, so it's just something that's private between her and Chris, and she that's that's not okay. And what's the daughter gonna think when she gets on social media and she sees all these videos of her mom doing this? You know what I mean? She's gonna be thinking you pushing my father away even more with this. That could be pushing him away even more. Her doing that, so it's just not okay. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. Um, People just putting any and everything on social media just to get clicks and views and make money, and putting private information, and about baby daddies or whatever, baby mamas. Um, just let me know what your views are on that. I just wanted to put my little 2 cents in about that. Um, Go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, and share. Until the next video, be blessed.